What's up, fam? Hope you're doing fantastic out there. Today we are taking a look at a pretty interesting knife from the fine folks at Remette. Let's go ahead and jump in, take a look here. So this is the Remette RT Sharp Leopard. Their naming is interesting, we'll say. Very cool knife though. So this is just like the Swordfish, same gravity knife operation, just in a smaller, more compact package, and a really, really cool knife. You can see a lot of the same style choices here. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Looking at a 2 3/4 inch blade length here, 6.81 inches overall, and 3.95 ounces. Full titanium build here. M390 on the blade steel, and looking at 59 to 61 on that heat treat. 255 as you see it here, and then they do offer a DLC version that is $30 more at $285. So I will admit this isn't my favorite style of gravity knife. It's hard for me to actuate in a timely manner, I guess you'll say. But I will say these things are so stinking cool. This one is actually, I like it a little bit better than the Swordfish just because of the size factor here. So it fits my hand just a little bit better. It does seem to have a little more responsiveness. I don't know if they changed the mechanism on the inside, or if they kind of gave it a different way of riding on the rails or whatever, but it seems like it goes in and out easier than the larger brother. Let's go ahead and jump into our close-ups here, and then we will get on the road here. So that same similar action as you have on that Swordfish, you just push up on the switch here, and it opens up your jaw, and that allows the blade to slide in and out. And it's that simple. It really is. They do offer, or the knives do come with a pocket sheath, because that's how they're meant to be carried, because there is the chance of you actuating the switch in your pocket. But I carried mine forever without it and didn't have any issues. Tons of milling on this thing everywhere. I mean, just everywhere. This is an actual design in titanium milled into the handle here. Really cool. Tons and tons and tons of milling. For what you're paying, is just an astronomical amount of milling. You do have a lanyard hole there, non-reversible, but if it's anything like the original or the other one, I think you can. Well, actually, no, this one you wouldn't be able to flip because it would be facing the wrong way. So it looks like this one is non-reversible. You do have a really nice pocket clip here. It is skeletonized, works very well in and out of the pocket. And then you have this kind of an opening here. It looks like T6 hardware all the way around on this guy. Let's go ahead and take a look at her blade. So you can see there, that's how the blade locks in. It just slides in and then locks in place. And it is solid. It has a little bit of side-to-side play. So we'll see if we can see that. I don't know if you're even going to be able to see that. Just a little bit of side-to-side play. Up and down play is non-existent. We do have hand satin flats, and then that pearlescent finish that Remette does on the grinds here. Really nice, just standard drop point blade. Very clean look. Beautiful plunge grind. Not much of a sharpening toil there. I mean, you do, but you don't. Either way it goes, it's a really nice plunge grind. Sharpening itself is beautiful, it looks like. And oh yeah, sharpening is done very well. Take a look at our tip here. Tip is just off a little bit, not terrible. So not too bad. Overall, knife it's really good. It fits in the hand very well. Not a ton of billboarding or anything like that. You've got the Remette on this side, M390 on this side, and I mean that's all you have on the entire knife. I keep finding myself wanting to push right here, like a standard OTF, like hitting a switch. But you do have that jimping there that does kind of prevent you from riding up onto the edge. Really nice job on that. Like I said, the action seems a little bit quicker than with the standard Swordfish that I have. So don't really have any issues with that. Being smaller too allows it, I think, is easier to kind of manipulate. You don't have to have near as much space to allow the blade to come out. So that seems to be helpful as well. Grip wise, I mean, it's a stick, so you know, there's not you know, there's no openings down here for the blade to go into that, you know, give you any hot spots. Pocket clip disappears. If you're just squeezing the heck out of the handle, it's fine. Doing a more traditional knife grip, yeah, again, same thing. No real hot spots, no real issues there. Jimping that's on the top and bottom worked very well. And then, of course, you know, with you gripping it top and bottom, this blade is locked in. It ain't going anywhere. When you're gripping it, it does not. It's, you know, just like with the, you know, the EXO knives, the Remette EXO knives, when they're closed, it may wiggle around. Which even this one, though, if you shake it violently, you get a little bit of wiggle. A little bit of a rattle, I should say. But when it's open, don't really get anything. But when you're gripping the knife, it locks that blade in because your grip is providing more stability to that locking mechanism. So this thing is, I mean, it's essentially locked up like a fixed blade, even though it's not a fixed blade. Of course, I know that. I'm just saying there is absolutely zero chance of having blade play when it's opened up if you're gripping the knife. So great job, really cool knife. Just another really interesting take on the gravity knife genre. So yeah, I really don't have any issues with it. Let me know what you guys think down below. This is one that has been on, been eyeballing it quite a bit. But being that I have the other versions, or have had the other version, it's not one that I necessarily have to have. But if I happen on one, we'll see. Anyway, again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. As always, please remember to be kind, be humble, and be EDC. Take care.